Horror games are just simply better than other games. Hey, that's my opinion, I'm entitled to it, back off. But why is this? Why do I believe this? Well, that's for one simple reason. They can scare the absolute shit out of you. After playing a good, terrifying horror, other games can just seem, well, boring. And every so often, a game comes along that is not only scary, but can actually mentally affect you, making you scream like the little girl we all know you are deep down. And hey, I'm looking at you. So today, let me show you 7 horror game monsters that will mentally scar you. Spoilers ahead. In daylight, you regain consciousness in an abandoned hospital as a woman called Sarah. Now this game is very similar to Slender Man due to you having to collect notes called remnants in this game. So here is the creepy part. The more you collect these remnants, the more likely these shadow people will appear. Now, these shadow people are fucked up. These women will scream in your face and run at you. And the worst part, they seem to spawn when you walk down a dead end. They need to go back to those shadows and fucking stay there, please. This game will make you paranoid of shitting yourself each time you turn a corner. Whenever I think of this game, all I remember is a younger me shitting himself. Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. The game begins when Ethan Winters receives a message from his presumed dead wife Mia after 3 years. And so begins the nightmare of fighting off a family of cannibals. Every member of this family is severely messed up, but the one who really got to me the most, that was Marguerite. Starting off as a, well, not a lovely woman, but almost normal woman, she becomes twisted and deformed the more you fight her, and slowly becomes what we all picture our ex-girlfriends as. Outlast Whistleblower. Whistleblower was released as DLC for Outlast, and is set as a prequel to the original game. Now, there are many messed up characters in this game, but the reason I picked this guy is because of what he wants to do to you in the game. Eddie Gluskin, aka the Groom, wants to turn you into a woman. He wants to cut off your dick and turn you into a woman. Oh, but that's not all. He even wants to impregnate you. How messed up is that? Obsessed with finding his perfect bride, the Groom captures you and attempts to mutilate you. The sense of feeling helpless, and as a guy myself thinking, holy shit, this would fucking hurt, is the reason why Eddie has mentally scarred me, and I really don't fancy becoming his bitch. Resident Evil 2, both versions. When you first see Mr. X, or Tyrant, whatever you like to call him, you gain a feeling of dread straight away, a feeling in your gut that makes you know you are fucked. And if you guys are like me, you run. I always run. I mean, look at this guy. He's about 9 foot tall, has a calm expression, but slowly and purposely stalks you. That is creepy. He never stops and he can find you at any time. In the remake, he's even more terrifying. That sense of being stalked is heightened even more due to the upgrades to the game, both graphically and mechanically. It's been a while since a game has made me feel like this, that sense of feeling that you're never ever safe. Silent Hills PT. Silent Hills was a playable teaser released by Konami in 2014 and created by Hideo Kojima, and it was incredible. Everyone was gutted when it was binned. Why? Because of Lisa. Lisa was a tall, creepy apparition that haunted you around the halls. What made this game so terrifying was the fact that each time you passed a corner, you expected the hallway to change, for her to appear. Its simplistic nature is in fact the reason why it was so scary. And I'm going to have to say it, fuck you Konami. This game would have been incredible, been terrifying, and I'm gutted I could not play it and scream like hell. So screw you Konami. The Silent House. The Silent House is a free-to-play indie game created by Jan Malischak, and I might have mispronounced that, so I'm really sorry if I have. Now, most of you might not have heard of this game, so I'll describe the premise of it for you, whilst featuring my own gameplay footage from ages ago. So apologies, for that hat, what the fuck was I thinking? Anyway, Sam Gordon, an investigator who's struggling financially to keep himself afloat, gets the opportunity of a lifetime when he's called to handle an old drug case that has resurfaced. Coincidentally enough, he also hears about a recent abduction case within the same area. So he arrives to the mansion of the late Dr. Stone. The mansion itself is secluded in the middle of the forest, but not too far from society. The reason I feature this game is because of its creepy atmosphere and the faceless man who chases you. I know that doesn't sound that scary, but when you realise after a while that he could turn up at any point and that you have no way to defend yourself from him, and that a proper heart-wrenching soundtrack that sends chills down your spine plays each time he spots you. My mate, just trying to leave your house, there's blood. Why? Oh fucking hell! Nick! There's blood. Why?
Oh fucking hell!
Nick! Well, it all adds up to an absolutely brilliant little horror game. Power Drill Massacre. In my opinion, I have left the best for last, and a few of you might not have even heard of this game. Released in 2015 by Puppet Combo, you start the game injured after a car crash. The character, Megan, flees through the woods into an abandoned building, looking for help. The door jams and she's locked inside, forced to search through the dark corridors. She hears the echo of a power drill in the distance and realises she's not alone. Power Drill Massacre is inspired by slasher films and PS1 survival games. It's a combination of various factors that makes this little game one of my favourite horror games. Number 1, the graphics, which makes me feel like a 12-year-old playing on the PS1 again. 2, the lack of music and only hearing your own footsteps, or his, the occasional dripping of water or wind. And then 3, the literal heart attack inducing, fucked up alert sound that plays when you've been caught. Oh my god! Fucking hell.
Oh my god!
You're being hunted by this nameless, unknown man, and nothing is scarier than the unknown. You'll barely see him coming due to the speed he chases you down at and the fact that the screen flashes at you like crazy, making you panic. I have never played another horror game that mentally affected me like Power Drill Massacre. My anxiety levels were through the roof. I am going to shit myself. Fuck.
I'm going to shit myself.
Oh my god. Thank you for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, but also hit the bell icon to get any notifications when my videos go live, and take care. Bye.